It will happen. And when it happens, God, He'll bring it and we will pass through it, because at the same time that there is a great judgment striking the earth, there is also another uniting going on. Amen. And it's going on all around us. She's uniting herself with "Thus saith the Lord," regardless of what any denominations or anybody else says. She's uniting herself. She's getting ready. Why? She is the bride. That's right. And she's united herself with the bridegroom. See, the bridegroom is the Word. The bride and the Word is becoming so one until the very Word itself is working out the work. Working in the Word body. Now we've come through 50 more years, 48 or whatever it is. And what are we doing? We are working in the Word body, and we've moved beyond being united as a bride. And we moved beyond being a denomination. We moved beyond being a church. And we moved on. And we moved further into the wife and into kingship in the earth. And we've united ourselves. And what is the uniting for this day? He says, what is this uniting for them? You see it? A uniting. Not no more join the church. Oh, that used to be the uniting. Join the church. Not no more of this. But flee from everything and tie yourself to Jesus Christ. Amen. That's the uniting that Brother Branham's seen that was going on. And that uniting is what's going on right now. Flee from everything and tie yourself to Jesus Christ. Don't trust in anything else except the Word for the hour. See, it's the uniting time. God uniting His bride together. Bringing it back just exactly. Uniting the words of His promise. What uniting are we in, Brother Parnell? What's going on around us? It was join the church uniting down through the denominational systems, down through the church ages. Join the church. Get into the church. Get out of the world. Then it come down to get out of the church and follow this Malachi 4 restoration. And then it come down to the third coming of Jesus Christ. And everyone come out in the third coming. There was hundreds of thousands over the last 7 or 8 years that have caught this third coming. William Branham was preaching the third coming in 1963. William Branham was preaching the Son of David on the throne in 1963. William Branham opened the third coming. But that entire generation rejected his word. And God brought back another generation, brought the same message back, and is pouring it out to the people under another servant, under another day. And it is being picked up everywhere. And what took place? They all come out to the third coming. Amen. Hundreds, thousands, millions across the earth. God's calling for another uniting now. You can run around yelling third coming all you want. I've got men yelling third coming that write me nasty letters every day and say, you don't know what you're talking about. Men that came in under this, men that came in under the third coming, and they believe in a third coming, but they just don't believe that God is leading us anymore. It's out there. And that's fine with me. I don't want anybody inside what God has given us other than the real true bride of Christ. Other than the real true wife of Jesus Christ. And they're saying, oh, Brother Parnell, you can yell third coming, third coming, third coming. I'm getting things all the time from people all over the world saying, send me some of your studies on the third coming. I think I might want to preach that to my people. It's an intellectual thing. What uniting are we talking about now, Brother Parnell? Where are we going? I told you we're moving on. And you've got to move on to stay ahead of the intellectuals. You've got to move on. God will always move you further. And the uniting, you know what they're saying? Oh, Brother Parnell, you went way off when you said we're theophany in the flesh. I get emails by good men. They said, you missed it when you said this body is the theophany. You missed it when you tried to take the word body and the flesh man, put them together, and say it's a theophany. That's not the theophany. We know what Brother Branham said the theophany was. And you missed it clean. And now, what uniting are we talking about? What uniting is God calling for? What is this uniting? What is it? Yes, you can come to the third coming. Yes, you can come to the... They hate it when you tell them there's a third testament. That's the uniting, is uniting with the third testament. uniting with another day, another word, a third testament, not the first one, not the second one, but uniting with the third testament of God. Uniting the flesh body with the word body. That's the uniting God is calling for today. That's not your theophany way off out there. And that's not your theophany down inside you. Your theophany is sitting on that pew with glasses on and black hair and blue shirts and gray hair and everything else. Your theophany is sitting in that pew right there looking at me because you have flesh man and word body mixed together, and that's what forms a theophany. Amen. That's the uniting God's calling for. First we said, oh, Lord, it's going to be hard to preach. But I see it. We have united with our theophany. And my theophany is not running around out there in the sixth dimension. It's right here in me. God said that's all you can take for now. So we preached on that, and we brought hundreds of thousands of people to that all over the world. And we said it's no longer the second coming. It's the third coming of Jesus Christ. And hundreds of thousands and millions all across the world said, amen, amen, amen. And they started, and they see it. But now God's stepping up another notch. And that is, we are back into the civilization, a theophany civilization. This is the first step. And we're going back out. This is the understanding that God wanted to bring us to all along. Is not that we are theophany up there somewhere. We are theophany right here, right now. We are theophany. Word and flesh. And if you don't have a word body in there, you're just a flesh man. But if you have a word body in there mixed, then you have two laws, two principles, and you are a theophany. The uniting of the flesh body with the word body. That's the uniting. It forms the theophany relationship. The flesh body is the woman. And she opens up her womb. And she takes the seed of that word body, that male. And she puts the seed in her mind, and she closes off everything, and she produces the word body made flesh. She becomes immortal. She becomes immaculate. She becomes virgin. She becomes perfect, eternal, incorruptible, while she is connected to that man. While she holds that seed. I and my Father are one. Understanding the word body and the flesh body and uniting them for a season of theophany. That's what God's calling us up to now. And there's people all over the world saying amen. And you know what they're writing on Pal Talk, in emails, everything that's going on, they're writing and they're saying, Brother Parnell, this has freed me up so much. This has given me a wide open field of understanding that I have never seen before. This is great. This is the understanding I've been waiting on. Now I understand my body. I understand the conflict. I understand why I need to unite. I understand why the two have to be together. The two have to be immortal, incorruptible. The two have to be eternal for a season until one leaves. Now I have the understanding, they said. Christ in Melchizedek. What is Melchizedek? A dust body and a word body together. Brother Parnell, are you saying that this is Melchizedek? Yes. This is Melchizedek. This body that you're looking at, those of you on video, God bless you. Those of you sitting in this pew, what uniting is this? Word body with flesh body. And right here stands Melchizedek. Oh, Brother Parnell, how can you say that about yourself? Well, what should you say? Me too. Yeah. Me too. Every last one of us. This is the uniting time to move up higher. Some of them was almost ready to catch up with us. You know what? I was watching them. I'd listen to them preach. They're getting right up there. And I was thinking, Lord, are they going to come on? Or are they going to come? And then the Lord just, and we went higher and higher and higher. And it's like, you know, have you ever been to the Grand Canyon and stood at the top of it and looked down at that raging river that's a mile wide called the Colorado? What's it look like from the top of the Grand Canyon. Looks like a toothpick going down through it. That's how high you went.